Hello everyone, good afternoon to all. Now today I'm going to discuss about ADC. All of you know that what is ADC. So ADC is analog to digital converter. This will convert analog signals into digital signals. Why ADC is required? The question is why ADC is required. We all know that we are surroundings from analog signals. Everywhere analog signals are present. But unfortunately, microprocessor या microcontrollers is not doing any work with analog signals. He does not manipulate, he does not modulate, does not change anything, he does not solve the problems in analog format. So what he will do is the ADC will be required. So these analog signals converted correspondingly to digital signals, and then he manipulates, he modified the microprocessors and all, and he will give the result again in the format of digital signals. Same way, after manipulating the results, again we need the in analog format. So again we require the DAC. That's why in the real world most data is characterized by analog signals. So the purpose of ADC is we are providing the analog signals in digital format to the processor. So we are going to discuss types of ADC. So there are three types of ADC are present on MSP430X5XX board: ADC 10A, ADC 12A, SD24B. So ADC and ADC is which type of? There are so many types of ADC: successive approximation ADC, sigma delta converters, like that. So ADC 10 and ADC 12, which I am going to use, it is ADC 10 and ADC 10 and ADC 12. These both are successive approximation analog to digital converter. The ADC 10 is of 10 bit and ADC 12 is a 12 bit. So now SD24B sigma delta converter, that is of 24 bit. But we are going to study the ADC 10A. ADC 10 successive approximation ADC. So the ADC 10 module supports 5-bit analog to digital conversions. The module implements a 10-bit SAR4, sample select control, reference generator, and data transfer controller. The DTC allows ADC10 samples to be converted and stored anywhere in memory without CPU intervention. When you are converting the data, converting the analog signals into digital format, what happens? We are not going to interrupt the CPU. Please take care of that. So first we have to see that what is the block diagram of ADC10, and then we will see one by one what is the features, how the functions are, how the functions of ADC10. So this is the block diagram of ADC10. So this is the ADC10. Now block diagram I am discussing one by one. See that from below there are ENC bits. So ENC bit indicates that ADC is active or ADC is inactive. If ENC equal to 0, it means that ADC is inactive mode. When ENC equal to 1, it means that it is active mode. What is the meaning of active or inactive? When it will be start the conversions. So it depends upon the ENC bit. Now the conversion will start. This will connect it to the mux. That is controlled by SHX bit. Now there are 4 options. So in these you have to choose anyone and you have to supply them so that ENC will active. So now in these 4 options, 3 are similar: out 0, out 1, out 2. So these 3 are indirectly connected with the timers. So out 0 is connected with timer 1, out 1 is connected with timer 1, out 2 is connected with timer 2. So in this way we can connect the 3 signals: out 0, out 1 and out 2. Now there comes to the ADC10SC. If you required different frequencies, what is the meaning of different frequencies? It means that it is also called as ADC10 start conversion bit. So ADC10 start conversion bit, this is controlled by the software. So now in these 4 you have to select anyone with the help of SHX bit so that conversion will start. Now let's go to the main point, 10-bit SR code. So what is the 10-bit SR code? 10-bit SR means successive approximation register code. So in this code this is all the voltage reference values. Different voltage sources are available. You can change any one external references like VE reference minus 1, VSS, VE reference R plus 1, VCC, V reference plus, ADC reference voltage 2 to 5 volt. So these things are available for the different voltage signals. Now what is the use of different voltage signals? You see that you have already studied for ADC. When you are generating the ADC, means when you are drawing in the functional block diagram, you have already studied about ADC. ADC made for with the help of DAC. So what DAC will work? With the fixed 10-bit SR core, let us consider this is 10-bit SR core value is there. So 10-bit SR, we can change that to red. What is that 10-bit SR core? In this core, within the core, let us, this is 10-bit. So we are defining in 10-bit. But how the analog signal and analog signal will be converted into digital signals? With the comparing of 2 different digital values. One is 10-bit SR code and one is different value of the either V reference value, V reference minus value or V reference value or VCC or VSS. There are 5 different voltage options are there. So if you want to select V reference minus or VSS, you have to use SREF2 bit. If you want to use V reference plus or VCC or V reference plus, you are bound to use the SREF S reference 0 or 1 modules. So in this way we can select any one voltage. That corresponding voltage you are getting one digital value. Okay, so whatever value is stored in 10-bit SR code as successive approximation registers, correspondingly you can get with the help of DAC, you can get one value, voltage level. That voltage will be compared to this reference value with the help of comparator, and you can see that that value will be correct or not. Means first you will check to the MSB, then LSB, like that. So let us consider it is if it is 4-bit, what will happen? 1 0 0. First will I keep this value in status SAR core value, and then it will be compared with the correspondingly correspondingly analog voltage. This voltage will be compared, and according to that voltage, which one is greater or which one is less, according to the value, comparator will decide that the one will be whatever I one kept there, this will be finite, this will be fine or not. Okay, so next is S-bit cure. This is of 10-bit. Now this is enabled, this core is enabled by setting the bit ADC 10 on. ADC 10 on. ADC 10 on bit. So ADC 10 on bit. So ADC 10 on equal to 1 is meant that this SAR core is enabled. Now where you will get this ADC 10 on? So ADC 10 is controlled by ADC control registers. With the help of ADC control registers, you can change any value. You can set any bit or you can reset any bit. So after finishing this, I will see that ADC control registers. So two types of control registers will be used in this. Okay. So now next is one flag there, ADC 10 BG. ADC 10 BG. ADC 10 BG flag is there. This flag will be used for either conversion is in progress or not. If it is set equal to 1, it means that the conversion is going on. When conversion is going on, after conversions, the result will be stored in ADC 10 mm, means ADC 10 memory. This, whenever you get result, correspondingly one flag, ADC 10 IFG flag, will be generated, and it will indicate to the processor you are getting the result of the corresponding analog signals. Okay. So now there are, next is without clock, there is no system. No system will work without clock. So for this, one clock arrangement is there. So there are 4 types of clocks are available: M clock, SM clock, A clock, ADC 10, OSC clock. So these A clock, M clock, SM clock you can get directly from the clock source or clock tree, which is already studied already. What is A clock, M clock and SM clock? And next is ADC 10 SC. So ADC 10 OSC is the fixed 5 MHz frequency. 5 MHz frequency. So 5 MHz frequency and A clock, M clock, SM clock you can get from the clock tree. With the help of ADC 10 SLX bit, we are going to choose any one of clocks. So clock is selected by ADC 10 bit. The range of this clock is about 0.45 to 0.45 to 6.3 megahertz. The clock source which is selected, the range of this clock source is 0.45 to 6.3 megahertz. Now it is automatically enabled when needed and disabled when conversion have finished. The clock source is always connected, but it will automatically enable when it is needed and it is disabled when conversion have finished. Now the next is, after selecting the clock, we are feeding to the divider circuit. So we have a divider circuit. What divider circuit will do? This divider circuit divides the clock by 2, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 by configuring the ADC 10 DIVX bit. With the help of ADC 10 DIVX bit, we can divide this clock frequency by anyone, either 1 to 7, 1 to 8, sorry, 1 to 8. So either you can divide by 1, divide by 2, divide by 3, divide by 4, divide by 5, divide by 6, divide by 7, divide by 8. So in this way we can divide with the help of ADC 10 DIVX bit. So after dividing the clock, you are providing to the 10-bit SAR code. Same things will be provided to the sample and hold circuit. That clock is ADC 10 clock. That's the final clock. So ADC 10 clock. So output of divider ADC clock 10 clock fits both SAR code and sample and hold blocks. Now sample and hold circuits. It collects the samples. At what time he choose the input? It will depends upon the ADC 10 SHTX bit. At what time we have to set the time so that he will take the input and he will keep that input. So it will allow 4, 8, 16, 64 cycles of ADC clock. It means what is the ADC 10 clock value is there. You can multiple of 4, multiple of 8, multiple of 16, multiple of 64. We have to select in these 4 options when the sample and hold circuit captures the input. From where it will capture the input? This is the analog input blocks. This is of 10 bit. So A0 to A9 there is input. A0 to A9 directly it is external input. And A10 and A11 is connected to the internally connected. So A8 and A9 are optional. A0 to A7 it is 8 bit. We are feeding the input. Now A10 is connected to the sensor. A10 is connected to the sensor, temperature sensor. And A11 is connected to the divider circuit that is called VMID. So VMID equal to half of VCC plus VSS. This is the value of VMID. So why this circuit will be used? This temperature sensor will be used for controlling the temperatures. For this VMID is used to monitor the supply voltage. since supply voltage is not going to less with certain value, so you have to monitor this value. For monitoring the value, we are using the A10 and A11. So in this way, you know all the terminologies. Whatever terminology I have written, SHX, ADC10SX, ADC10IFG, ADC10SHTX, these all are you getting in the control registers, ADC control register. So how this will operate? So there are 3 steps for operating this value. So these 3 steps means what? First you have to control the, you have to write the control word ADC10 CTL0 and ADC10 CTL1, means ADC control registers, ADC10 CTL terminating X for 0. So this you have to configure it. All of you know that controlled word we are going to write, and the started word the processor will generate the value. So first you configure the ADC10 using the control word ADC10 CTL0 and ADC10 CTL1. Now next is set ENC bit to enable the, to start the conversion, and then trigger the conversion using ADC10 SC bit by edge timers. Now when you want to convert, you just provide the clock any one with the help of SSX bit. In this way it is. So I think you can get the idea how the conversion will be happening. See that in the input section, analog input section, he takes the input and he will capture that, he will keep the sample and holds registers. With the help of ADC10 SHTX bit, at that time we are going to ENC bit enabled, and take any clock cycles, this will conversion will start. If the conversion will start, after finishing the conversion, the result will be kept in a ADC10 mem, and correspondingly ADC10 IFG flag, interrupt flag is generated, and this flag indicates the processor that the conversion is over. When the conversion is over, then I am going to reset the ESC bit. So this bit you have to reset so that the conversion is over. Whenever you have to start the conversion again, you have to put ENC equal to 1, and again it will continue. So this ADC is controlled by the control registers, that is already told you, ADC10 CTL0 and ADC10 CTL1. ADC10 control registers 0 and ADC10 control registers 1. So in these registers you can see that first we are going to see that ADC10 CTL0 registers. This terminology already used in the block diagram. So here you can see these both registers are of 16 bit. If both registers are 16 bit, now the first start with the most significant bit 15, 14, 13 and 12. This 4 bit is reserved, so always read as 0. Now comes to the 11 to 8 bit, that is ADC10 SHTX. So this is the 4 different bit, so you can get the 16 combinations. For 16 combinations, so what is the meaning? ADC10 SHTX, this is our 4 bit, and this is sample and hold time. Sample and hold time, it means that when you want to capture the input, Input is already available, but when you want to capture the input, this will indicate that ADC 10 SSH bit. So if it is 00, he will capture the inputs after 4 ADC clock cycles. When it is 001, it will capture the input 8 clock cycles. It is not visible. So you can see that if it is 00, means 4 ADC clock cycles. If it is 001, 8 ADC clock cycles. 0010, 16 clock cycles. 0011B, 32 clock cycles. 0100, 64 clock cycles. 0101, 96 clock cycles. 0110, 128 clock cycles. 0111, 192 clock cycles. 1000, 256 clock cycles. 1001, 384 clock cycles. 1010, 512 clock cycles. 1011, 768 clock cycles. 1100, 124 clock cycles. 1101, 1110, 1111, all are required in 24 cycles. So according to that, you have to do all the things. In which options you need, you have to choose anyone with the help of ADC 10 SX bit. So you want to choose, let us consider 384 clock cycles. So you have to choose correspondingly 1001 value. So depending upon the requirement, you have to choose anyone. So now next comes the 7-bit ADC 10 MC. So ADC 10 MSC bit, it is of 1 bit. It is called multiple sample conversions. If you want single conversions or you want multiple conversions, it depends upon this bit. Now again 6 to 5, this is the reserved bit, so read as 0. Now the 4th bit is ADC 10 on. I've already discussed that when the 10 bit SR core is active, when ADC 10 on bit is set, it's meaning that this is called so ADC is on or ADC is off. So if it is 0, it means that ADC is off. If it is value is 1, it means that ADC is on. Again, you can check that 3 to 2 bit is reserved. Again, 1 bit is ADC 10 ENC. So ADC 10 ENC, it means that end of enable conversion. So when you want to enable conversion or when you want to disable the conversions. So if it is value is 0, it means that it is disabled. If the value is 1, it means that it is enabled. Now comes to the ADC 10 SC bit. So at the ADC 10 SC bit, it means that it includes ADC start conversion. So when it will be start conversions? When the ADC 10 SC equal to 1, it meaning that it starts conversion. If ADC 10 SC equal to 0, it means that it will end conversions. So when it will start the conversion, it means that there is a sample and hold circuits are there. You can take the input from there. Okay. So this is the ADC 10 control CTL 0. Same way you can find out the ADC 10 CTL 1 registers. Both registers will be used for controlling the ADC, configuring the ADC. So now you can see that in this also, from the most 4 bit, so most 4 bit 15, 12 to 15 is reserved part. Okay, so read as 0. Again comes to the ADC 10 SCSH. So ADC 10 SHSX. So this is of 2 bit. So this is of 2 bit. So what is the meaning? ADC 10 sample and hold, source select. Sample and hold, source select. So what is the meaning? In that you can see that there are 4 options you had: ADC 10SC bit, timer 0, timer 1, timer 2. Go to the block diagram sections and you can check that when the ENC bit will be connected, or ENC bit will be selected with the help of ADC 10SC bit or out 0, out 1, out 2 bit. So how can you select that? With the help of ADC 10SC bit, which one you can select? When it is 0 0, it is ADC 10SC bit. When it is 0 1, it means out 0, 1 0, out 1, 1 1, out 2. It means that out 0 correspond to timer 0, out 1 correspond to timer 1, out 2 correspond to timer 2. In this way you can select anyone. Now come to the ADC 10 SHP bit. It is called sample and hold pulse mode select. So pulse mode selects, if it is 0, it means that SAMCON signals is sourced from the sample input signals. SAMCON signals is sourced from the sample input signals. If the value is 1, it means that SAMCON signal sourced from the sampling timer. So SAMCON signal is sourced from the sample input signal. It means that when it is 0, it will comes from sample input signal. When it is 1, it is come for the sampling timer signals. That's the meaning. So now come to the ADC 10 ISSH. This is of 1 bit. This is called invert signal sample and hold. I for invert, simple, signal, hold. So it means that when it is 0, it is sample input signal is not inverted, and when it is 1, sample input signal is inverted. Let us consider if you want to use the invert of the signals, you can use that. So sample input signal is inverted and sample input signal is not inverted. Come to the ADC 10 DIVX bit. This bit is controlling the dividers. So in that case, divider, I already told you, there are 1 to 8 divisions are available. When you selected any clock from clock source, then this clock will be fed to the divider. Now ADC 10 DIVX bit is select that which factor you are going to divide it. So which factor you are going to divide it, it depends upon the, if 3 bit, this is of 3 bit, so there are 8 different inputs are there, selections are there: 0 0, 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0, 1 1 1. So these all are, if you want to divide by 1, put 0 0 0, divide by 2, 0 0 1, divide by 3, 0 1 0, divide by 4, 0 1 1, divide by 5, 1 0 0, divide by 6, 1 0 1, divide by 7, 1 1 0, divide by 8, 1 1 1. So in this way you can divide the clocks which is used, which is selected the clock source, either A clock, SM clock, M clock, or ADC 10 OSC. So after that you can see ADC 10 SSC LX. This is of 2 bit. This is called clock source select. So clock source select means if you want to use A clock, if you want to use M clock, if you want to use SM clock, or if you want to use ADC 10 OSC, that is 10-year mode clock. So in this 4 you have to select anyone with the help of ADC 10 SS LX bit. Now come to the ADC 10 SEQX. This is of 2 bit. This is called conversion sequence mode select. Conversion sequence mode select. What is the meaning? It will work as a single channel, single conversion, sequence of channels, repeat single channel, repeat sequence of channels. These different options are available. So you can choose anyone. If you will choose 00, it means that it is single channel, single conversion. It is 01, sequence of channels, means continuation. Now 10 we repeat single channel. Sequence of channels means more than one channel. How many in times? How many channels are there? 7 capture registers are there. So 7 different channels are there. Now 10B 10 means repeat single channel. 11 means repeat sequence of channels. So these 4 options are there. You can select anyone, whichever is required according to the application. Next is ADC 10 busy bit. So ADC 10 busy is indicating that the conversion is happening or not. So if it is 0, it means that no operation is active. When it is set to 1, means conversion is active, conversion is going on. So in this way you can select the ADC 10, you configure the ADC 10 bit according to your requirement. So this is all about